Assalamualaikum. Welcome back to my class, Grammar 2. One of our topics is degrees of certainty at present time. Okay, so what is degree of certainty? Degree of certainty refers to how sure we are, what we think the chances are that something is true. For example, if someone asks you, why isn't John in class? So if you are 100% sure, you just say he is sick. Just say a simple sentence in present time. You don't need to use any models if you are 100% sure. However, if you are only about 90 or 95% sure about it, you can use models must. He must be sick. But if you are about 50% more or less sure about it, you may use may, might, or could. Remember, in expressing degrees of certainty, you cannot use can. Can does not express degrees of certainty. For example, he can be sick. So it's incorrect. Okay, let me explain one by one. So if you say must, he must be sick in giving explanation about something that you are almost 100% sure, use must. Because it expresses a very strong degree of certainty about a present situation, but still it's not 100%, but almost 100%. However, in B, C, D, you may use may, might, or could. The meanings are all the same. It means the speaker is saying, perhaps, maybe, possibly, John is sick. I am only making a guess. I can think of other possibilities. He might be watching TV. He might do something else. He could be at the party or else. And you may use an adverb maybe at the beginning of the sentence. Example here, maybe he is sick. So if you just say he is sick, you are 100% sure. But if you add an adverb maybe at the beginning of the sentence, it means you are not 100% sure anymore. So it's the same as this. He may be sick, he might be sick, he could be sick, or maybe he is sick. Here is maybe is an adverb, and may here is a modal, and this is the verb. Okay, the next is degrees of certainty for present time negative. So the negative of John is sick is John is not sick or John isn't sick. But here's the example is Sam isn't hungry. So it means you are 100% sure. For example, if someone asks you, why isn't Sam eating? And if you are really sure 100% and you know about it, you may answer, because Sam isn't hungry. But if you are about 99% sure, Sam couldn't be hungry. Sam can't be hungry. But if you are around 95% sure, more or less, Sam must not be hungry. So, the degrees of certainty in couldn't or can be hungry, the speaker believes that there is no possibility that Sam is hungry, but the speaker is not really sure at 100%. When using the negative to show degree of certainty, couldn't and can't forcefully express the idea that the speaker believes something is impossible. Now, what if you use must? Sam must not be hungry. The speaker is expressing a logical conclusion. That's his best guess. Sam isn't eating his food. He must not be hungry. That's the only reason I can think of. Now, what about in the use of may not be or might not be? Well, it means that the speaker uses may or might not to mention a possibility. I don't know why Sam isn't eating his food. He may not or might not be hungry right now. Or maybe he doesn't feel well. Or perhaps he ate just before he got here. Who knows? Or maybe he doesn't like the food uh, provided there, and so on. So it's just a possibility, around 50% more or less certainty. Now, what if you want to express the degrees of certainty in the past? For example, your teacher asks why Mary didn't come to class yesterday. So the question might be like this: why wasn't Mary in class? So if you are 100% sure, do not use any models. Just say she was sick. It means you are 100% sure. But if you are around 95 something percent sure, you may say she must have been sick. After the word model must, there should be auxiliary have and then verb of past participle. In this case is been. Now, if you are only 50% sure or less, she may, might, or could have been sick. That's it. If you want to express something that might already happen in the past, use modals and then auxiliary have and then verb 3 or past participle. What about in negative? Why didn't Sam eat? So if you are 100% sure, the same you use simple simple past tense, but with not. Sam wasn't hungry, so you are really sure about it. But if you are only 99%, almost 100%, you can say using modals could or can't. Sam couldn't have been hungry. Sam can't have been hungry. So the difference between past time and present time, in the past time, after the modals, you add auxiliary have and then past participle or verb 3. Same in 95%, use must and then must not and then have auxiliary have and then verb 3 or past participle. And if you are 50% sure or less, same, use may or might, not, and then auxiliary have and then past participle. Remember, in positive or affirmative, if you use could in a positive or affirmative sentence, if you are, it means you are only 50% sure. But if you add not here, could not, it means you are 99% sure about it, that Sam couldn't have been hungry. Yeah, I know English is weird. Now, what about in future time? Well, in future time or future tense, you use will if you are 100% sure. You don't use to be, is, am, are, was, were. Just use modal verb will for the future tense. So if you are 100% sure, for example here, Kay will do well on the test. It means you are 100% sure, very optimistic. Believe that Kay will do her best or very well on the test. But if you are around 90% sure, you should or ought to, and then verb 1, Kay should do well on the test or Kay ought to do well on the test. And then if you are only about 50% sure or less, use may, might, or could, and then verb 1. She may do well on the test, she might do well on the test, and she could do well on the test. In negative form, you just add word not here. For 50% sure or less in positive or affirmative sentences, future time and present time has same formula using may, might, could, and then verb 1. That's it. If let's dive further in our group discussion. If you have any questions, feel free to ask about it. Thank you very much. Bye.